Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, sir. Monday morning for me, Wednesday for you guys. Woo. Yep, got us a Ciro video. Back, they have come out with a brand new cell phone charger or mount that is also a charger. Gonna replace this one today. I'm actually I think my only appointment today is to install a cam, so I might sneak some of that footage in here. But first, before I do anything, I need some freaking coffee. So, the flavor of the day, Rough Shift Roasters. They are out of Ocala, Florida, if I remember right. Yeah, Ocala, Florida. They're first responders, they're firefighters, people that own the company are firefighters. Man, it is really early. It's hard to get my stuff together. I've been drinking it for a couple days, and it's about time I shout them out because it's fire. Get it? Because they're firefighters. Yeah. Some of the proceeds go to help first responders around the country and whatnot. So that is pretty cool. Yeah, I'm enjoying it so far. This is the Chief's roast. It's a dark roast. They also sent me a engineer's roast, which is a medium blend, but I don't know about you guys, but if it's up to me, I'm always going to go with the dark roast first. So I'm going to brew this up, and we are going to probably time-lapse that cam, disassembly at least, I don't know, just cause. Then on my lunch break, we're going to install that Ciro cell phone mount. So let's get to it. Yeah, I probably should have re-looked at my box of stuff because I got to take the tablet covers off because I got to put new lifters in, and you know, what do you do? But I'm not actually going to show off the install of this anyway. I'm pretty much disassembled now. I would like to do a video where I do, you know, a build. It just takes a lot of brain capacity to put an engine together, and it takes a lot of brain capacity to think about what's happening with the camera, where it's sitting, and what I need to explain, and so it's just very difficult to do while I'm on the clock. So hopefully I'm gonna do a cam install on my own bike where I'm not rushed by being on the clock. So just maybe. You know, just gotta get some money together and like buy some things. You know, no big deal. So yeah, I'm gonna get this rolling, and then next time you see me, we're putting a new cell phone mount on. Alright, I know this isn't a cam install video or anything because I already said it wasn't, but I was going to show you all the numbers on the 475 cam from S&S on the 2018 Fat Bob, but they don't have a map from Power Vision, so I got an email out to it. It's a whole thing. Talk more about that in a different video, but I was at least going to give you all numbers, and I don't have numbers. It is all nice to put back together though. Looking super fly. Alright, we're actually going to talk about the wireless Ciro mount, and they actually, I forgot to mention in the beginning of the video, they sent me out some 1 1/4 in black handlebar mounts, because that's how I mount my stuff, is handlebar mounts. They offer this mount though with a perch mount. Ciro helped me out with their description. So the perch mount like that would mount my hand controls. I get my mount separate, and that way I don't have this big long power cable running up my bar. I'll point that out in a second when we install. In the package we have the harness, full color instructions of course. I'm not gonna read those, by the way. And the mount itself. It is slimmer than I thought from the pictures, but it works the same way as, will this thing focus for me? It works the same way as the original that is still available, where you just unscrew this guy like so, and it's getting bigger. And then when it gets to about the right size, slip your phone in there like so, chalk it down with the little quarter flip there, and it's all nice and tight. How do you like my glasses, by the way? I wear them because they help me see. I know I have the original mount here that you plug in a USB right there and just run, you know, I had like a little short 3-inch one that would run to my phone. I'm actually gonna unplug this guy. The same power cord is gonna work. So if you're like me and just upgrading, the biggest trouble of all, or the most time-consuming part, is routing that wire. I've actually recorded a few videos on routing these wires, so I'm not gonna fill this video up with that. But the short of it is, the harness that they send is a fused battery positive and then a negative wire. You just hook it straight to battery, which in my opinion is kind of cool, because if I'm chilling at bike night or something, my phone is dead, or anytime I'm with my bike, I can just leave it on the bike. Because it's hooked straight to battery, my phone can charge. I wouldn't leave my phone just sitting outside of a restaurant necessarily, but anytime I'm near my bike and I need to charge it up, any other port that I use on my particular bike, it's switched power, so I have to have the ignition turned on, which that will kill the battery much faster than just charging a little cell phone battery. Something to think about. I like having it hooked straight to the battery. But like I said, it's super easy. Instructions have all that. A couple of pointers I do want to mention though about like physically mounting the cell phone holder to your handlebars. If you're doing it like me, you are absolutely going to want to make sure that when you mount it, depending on how tall your bars are, that when you move your handlebars around, you aren't going to hit your center console or what have you. So before I mount the new aluminum version of this mount, I'm going to set it on here like so. Now one cool thing about the mount too, of course I can move it to like you know, what is it called? Is that portrait and that's landscape? No, this is landscape and that's portrait or something. You just want to, if you're going to do that, leave yourself enough wire when you route it. I didn't really, but that's okay because I like it up and down. Drop that guy in. Let's see if it charges up. Oh, it's not tight yet. I'm dumb. Charging wirelessly. That is freaking dope. Oh, by the way, I didn't get to film at lunch. I had to wait till the end of the day. That's why it's so late. Not going anywhere. So, no, what I was trying to say earlier is you do want to make sure it doesn't hit your speedometer or anything like that. It's really easy to forget that little bit when you're, you know, you're chalked into a lift or something like that. But looks like mine is in pretty good shape. So I'm gonna swap over to the aluminum version, the handlebar mount. Y'all remember that time I was mounting my cup holder and I broke the plastic one? So yeah, that just happened. I broke my mount. Yeah, shouldn't be a problem with the aluminum, so I'm gonna mount that up here. Depending on whether or not my bar is here, I might actually pull it a little higher. My angle isn't great, but I really like having the cell phone lower than, you know, I don't want it way up here broing out above my windshield and stuff. Just personal preference. They have a ton of mounts though that you can pair up with this. The original mount I actually mounted to a fairing bike that was actually looked really good and worked well. Just found a bike with a fairing. So I do kind of want to show off the fact that the mount design on the aluminum is like a pin, like much more secure seeming. Like this is not secure, just fits in that groove right there, and can be a little harder to like fully open it and then make it close. This guy right here will open really, really big and still be latched on that edge. It's kind of weird that it like, once the feet don't hold it down like the old mount does. See that? Like it, and it also, on an iPhone XS like I have, it's pushing that button. I can actually leave it up more and it's still charging. You can't see on that. Was all that out of focus? I don't know. Alright, so it is still charging though, up a little bit. The old one has little feet like that and it gripped it really, really good. Okay, weird transition, I know. But, yeah. So I'm not a real fan of the claw there. Eating my own words when I said I wasn't going to read the instructions. Fun fact, lucky for me, since I threw the instructions away like I normally do, you can go to Ciro's website and click instructions. It'll pop up a place where you can open them up. You can read them, the exact same ones that you at one point had in your hand before you discarded them, saying that you would never read them. Scroll down to that second page there, and it has a nice little diagram of how to adjust the feet for all phones, because they, you know, all phones, the wireless charging pad is in a different location. Some phones have a locking tab. So take that back screw there, unscrew, slide the feet up. Oh, maybe I have to totally remove it. Well, what in the world? Thing doesn't move any. Whoa. Okay, that was extreme. You really got to push on this thing to make it happen. I'm doing this here because it's easy to show you guys. I'm probably gonna have to recheck it on the bike with it plugged in so that I know that it's still charging my phone wirelessly. I can drop my screw back in. It did say you could just loosen it. I had to reread the instructions. Full color instructions, of course. I'm not gonna read those. I'm not gonna read those. I'm not gonna read those, by the way. Reread the instructions. The first time I posted the video about Ciro's cell phone holder, everyone wanted to know if it was wireless, and I was like, dude, that's not even a thing. Why would it be wireless? Well, now it is. I'm impressed. I can dig it. So you know the drill. It's linked down in the description. I'll link those new aluminum clamps too, and yeah, yet another you know, solid product from Ciro. I really do. I try to find something wrong. I thought I found something this time, how my phone didn't really fit in it like I wanted it to, and well, on the way home it was really bothering me that Ciro's usually so incredibly thoughtful about how they design their stuff. It really just bothered me. It made me look up the instructions, and well, just so happens they nailed it and almost missed it. So if you like this video, make sure to give it a big dirty thumbs up. If you want to see more content like this, make sure to hit the subscribe button if you haven't quite got your fix. There's a video right here, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.